Hey everybody, it's Kenji. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. People have asked me a lot what kitchen equipment I would recommend for a beginning cook. This is not that video, but I'm going to do something similar. So, as you know, I don't take sponsorships ever on this channel. Nobody ever pays me to promote things, but I do use equipment that I like. And what I did was I reached out to some of the people who make this stuff and got them to agree to donate some of the, if you buy stuff off of the links that are going to be in the description below, the manufacturers of this stuff will donate some of those proceeds to a number of charities, including Feeding America, Black Lives Matter, and the NAACP. So now is a good time to buy them, and some of them you'll also get discounts. So there are 5 different companies who are participating today, and I wanted to go over them. So Earlywood, these guys are based out of Montana. They make this beautiful hardwood cooking utensils. So they make spoons. They make these baby spoons that you can get engraved with your kids' names or your friends' kids' names. They make tasting spoons, butter knives, cheese knives, and then these things, which are spatulas. You've seen me using them in my videos. I'll show you. They're great. They're great for scraping the bottoms of pans. They're great for stirring things. They are beautiful. They also make these beautiful tapered rolling pins, French style rolling pins, which are my favorite style of rolling pins. So that's Earlywood, based out of Montana. You can find their stuff below. The Cancore knife. This is a knife that is, well, it's a startup company. They are very small right now, run by a guy named Barney Lund, who is a wonderful guy who very good customer service. If you buy a knife from him, like, he will personally respond to your stuff. I mean, I can't guarantee that'll happen as they grow bigger and bigger, but from everything I hear, he is super hands-on. I love this knife. You see me use it all the time. It's Damascus steel, which means that it's 2 types of steel that are hammered together, 67 layers of steel, very nicely balanced, super sharp. This is my go-to knife, and this is the knife actually that we give to all of the cooks in my restaurant. If a cook in my restaurant has been working with us for a year, this is the knife that we gift them with. So you'll see a lot of the cooks in my restaurant using this knife. A great knife, and not super cheap, but also not super expensive. But if you're in the market for a really great high-end knife, this is the one to go with. OXO, as a company, their products, I use a ton of their products. These are just a few of them. You've seen me use this scale, which has a little pull-out frame. So when you have a bowl on top of it, you can see it. It has, 2-gram resolution. So I use this all the time for baking. This spatula is super stiff. Very nice. I use it for, for everything, on the grill, indoors, outdoors. Their balloon whisks are really nice, nice and whippy, and they have these nice grippy textured handles. Measuring cups that have these graduations on this slanted surface on the inside, so you don't have to look down on the side. You can see it from the top. And then these, which are, they call them pop containers. They have these lids that pop off like that and seal by pushing. I use them in my pantry. I also use them in my restaurant. And then finally, the bench scraper. This is the thing you see me using all the time. It's great for picking up stuff. It's great for splitting dough. It's also got a ruler on it. It's, very useful tool. What else? All right, so the other 2 things are the baking steel. So I have a bunch of these in a bunch of different sizes. This is what they look like brand new. This is a hunk of steel. On one side is a griddle. This is they call this the skinny. It fits over 2 burners. So you can use it as a griddle, like a diner style griddle for making pancakes, searing meats, making hamburgers, smash burgers. And the other side has this kind of textured surface, which is great for making pizzas in the oven. Originally, so this company, based out of Massachusetts, the owner of the company comes from his family owns Stoughton Steel, which manufactures steel goods, but he worked in a pizzeria called Figs in Charlestown, Massachusetts, and he realized that baking stones are great for pizza, but steel actually works even better in a home oven. I'll show you. I've written about this on Serious Heats, and I'll link to it below. But steel holds and transfers heat a lot better than stone does. So if you ever want that like super crispy pizza crust, a baking steel is the way to go. They also don't break in the oven the way pizza stones do. And then eventually he decided to put on the other side a griddle. So it's a polished steel surface with a channel for collecting grease. I keep this little guy, the Baking Steel Mini, on my stove at all times. I use it for pancakes, I use it for searing steaks, I use it for searing shrimp, making grilled cheese, etc. And then the other one I keep, I keep another baking steel in my oven at all times. Usually it's on the bottom where it can act as a heat sink, but then I can lift it up and use it to bake pizza on. Works much better than a stone does. And then finally, the last thing that I'm trying to push today are these baking. These are the Chef's Press, chefspress.com. You can find the link below. These are presses that were designed by a chef here in California, Bruce Hill, and they're wonderful. So they come in two different weights. I believe 13 ounces and 8 ounces, or maybe 14 ounces and 8 ounces. And you use them to hold down foods when you're searing them on a flat top. So this combined with a baking steel is really wonderful. And the nice thing about them is that they allow steam to escape, so your food doesn't steam underneath, sears better. You can also stack them like this. So if you have you can have like a big row of food, so they kind of interlock like that, so that you can press down in whatever shape you want. Yeah, so all 5 of these tools, things that I use all the time. If you've watched this channel, you've seen me use them all the time. Again, I take no money from this. All of the only reason I'm promoting these is because I think they're great products, and they're great companies run by great people. And all of them have agreed to donate money to various charities. So look down in the description below. I will give links to them. So if you've ever thought about buying some of the stuff that I use on my channel, now is a great time to do it. These offers are going to be valid from now, that is July 15th, 2020 until July 30th, 2020, with the exception of the can knife, which is going to be actually available. This deal will be available in perpetuity. So I've talked to the owner, and he said from now on, forever into the future, as long as you order from the URL provided below, he'll be donating money to a charity, and you'll also be getting a discount. All right, so yeah, thank you for watching. I hope that you get some joy out of these products, because I like using them. And yeah, goodbye, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. All right, see ya.